couldn't imagine, and I thought about it a million times, and no one's mentioned it until Sylvia just called, that usually when a pervert, however, 15, 17, 18, 38, 48, 58, when they take a kid, there is a psychosexual thing going on, but I haven't heard a word about that in this case.
He has no history of preying on children. And one thing that has to be remembered here is that the police, both the FBI and the New York Police Department thought that they had solved this case years ago. And there's a man in a Pennsylvania prison who does have that history. And this man was sued by the family. And they recovered a verdict against him, a civil judgment against him, for being the perpetrator here. That man fit the kind of profile that your caller is talking about. As far as I can tell, this man doesn't fit into that kind of profile.
Question 2, Sylvia. What's your next one?
2. Is it possible that he may have just got something into his head to do a thrill kill? Like sometimes you hear about somebody who just wants to know what it's like to kill somebody. Maybe he was on drugs or something like that.
Cold case fellow, DC Metro for years. What do you think?
Well, that would be something that they could hopefully have developed, that sort of information, through the interview of him itself, and also more about his background and all of that. Is it possible? Yes. So like I said, that would be something that hopefully they could have gotten from him, more about his motivation. It's hard for me to believe that, like, a bodega worker, whatever intelligence he is, even if it's a one-time crime, could commit a perfect murder with no evidence, no hair follicle, like they can confound the police for 33 years. I just have trouble believing that.
Excellent question again. They're better than my questions. Professor Drizzen, this was a massive manhunt. Those of us in New York in 1979 remember, and this is before the milk cartons, how intense that search was. Every family keeping their kids indoors at the time. Even Crash, our board operator, traumatized as parents remember Crash.
Yeah, I remember they kept me indoors. We lived in the Bronx at the time. I couldn't go anywhere for a couple of days.
So, Professor Drizzen, how does a bodega worker commit a perfect crime in those circumstances?
Well, first of all, we're talking 1979, right? So this is before DNA evidence. This is before a lot of changes have been made in the way police officers process crime scenes, gather evidence. There's much greater care that's done in that entire process today than it was done in 1979. So there may have been clues or evidence that was left that just simply wasn't recovered.
I can't imagine this kid holding up under a couple of questions from a detective. Where were you? What'd you do? I mean, they would think a kid would fold. But let me get Norman. Norman, what's your question for me? Or
Gentlemen, I find it hard to believe that this guy said he put the kid in a trash bag, left him out in the trash. What is a kid like that weigh? 40, 50 pounds? I would think the garbage man would pick him up and notice something, either by the shape or the weight of it.
Well, I had my own skepticism, Jim Trainum, about that. Granted, it's a trash bin. Granted, the vehicles, even in 1979, had the ability to hook up to the trash bin and dump them all in. But generally, the sanitation worker is watching the stuff tumbling out. That would be pretty risky, would it not? Isn't Norman right, Professor Drizzen? Wouldn't it be kind of risky to just dispose of an intact body in a trash can?
I would think it would be. I don't know how closely, garbage men inspect the garbage that they're putting into the back of a garbage truck. But it is risky, and there have been bodies that have been discovered in, landfills and in garbage garbage.
entire bodies. Not so common these days. I mean, now you got all these butchers, these carvers. You were saying, Chris, are you interrupted?
Well, one thing is, I heard a story about a dumpster, I heard a story about a trash can. It boils down to that we do not know what the confession entails and what it holds, all the information right there. So some of it is pure speculation on the media's part, our part.
All right. Jim Tranum, I appreciate it. We'll leave it there. Professor Drizin, thank you very much. You guys come back anytime. Excellent experts. Pleasure having you on. I've got to take a break. Sorry, back.
Questions, comments, get your voice heard. Call Geraldo on the MyPillow.com phone lines. 1-800-848-WABC.
Independent business owners know that small business is big business, but still it can be hard to get a business loan from your bank because they just don't see it that way. It's frustrating, I know, to be told no. The Small Business Authority, though, with its 7 to 25-year term loans and receivable lines of credit, is here to say yes. Do you need to refinance existing bank debt? Do you want to buy a building or new equipment for your business? Do you need working capital for your business? Do you want to acquire another business in your area of expertise? The Small Business Authority, the largest non-bank government-guaranteed lender in the country, is here to help you grow your business and grow your sales. They'll lend you from as little as $50,000 to $5 million. They lend to all types of businesses in all 50 states, and they want to be your business lending source. So tired of bank and government bailouts, not to mention loans, going to others? Then come to the Small Business Authority for your business loan. Call them right now, 855-2-THE-SBA. That's 855, the number 2, THESBA. Or online at THESBA.com.
Want to save $20,000 or $30,000 over the next 10 years? Of course you do. And that could be what you'll save if you refinance your mortgage right now. Hi, this is Gary Stanley. Equity Now can offer you a great rate on your mortgage. 3.25%, 15 years fixed, 3.423 APR. That low rate could save you thousands of dollars every year. You can close in as few as 8 days, and all appraisal fees are refunded at closing. To refinance your mortgage at call the mortgage experts. Equity Now, 1-800-692-LEND. And tell them Gary Stanley sent you.
Direct mortgage lender helping homeowners since 1984. Call 1-800-692-LEND. Licensed mortgage banker, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Florida banking departments. Restrictions and conditions apply. 1-800-692-LEND. Rates as of April 24th, subject to change. Equity Now is an ML Ofco company.
77 WABC. If you're a man who spends his nights going to the bathroom instead of sleeping, can't sit through a movie, or have trouble going, then you want to 50% of the men. Enlarged prostate. If you suffer from discomfort, urgency, weak stream, stopping and starting, pain, and diminished sex drive, then listen to this. Now there's a major all-natural breakthrough that can help. Prosvent is a doctor-formulated blend of the highest quality herbs and nutrients that help promote overall prostate health, and is so good it's guaranteed to give you relief within 30 days with no side effects.
This is wonderful stuff. Remarkable. I wish someone had told me about it sooner.
Sleep through the night. Feel good again. Call right now for your 30-day risk-free trial of Prosvent and get a bottle of Pro Vigor Male Enhancement Supplement and a complete prostate health guide, a $40 value, absolutely free. Act now. Call 800-976-6115. That's 800-976-6115. 800-976-6115.
Garmin Movie can show you the lane you need to be in. Makes every drive easier. Drive easy with Garmin, the most trusted name in GPS navigation. Visit Garmin.com.
Breaking news and stimulating talk. It's Geraldo Rivera on 77 WABC.
First of all, Phil, you're absolutely right. I said Saxon Benzetti. I meant Leopold and Loeb. You're absolutely right. The Thrill Killers. Thank you for correcting me. I don't have time, unfortunately, to say hello. Just a drive-by. Hi, Phil. You're right. I'm wrong.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, please. We got to be right here. Don't worry. I want you to listen like a hawk. Just well done there. And also, Jerry, you're right too, Jerry. We do have
You know, they're looking into the sanitation
Thanks, everybody. See you tomorrow.
Does your basement or crawl space have a damp, musty smell? Well, watch out. That's a sign of too much moisture and not enough ventilation. And that can mean increased mold